Hey everyone, how's it going? Rich here from Bear Maximum, your one-stop shop for all your comic book service needs. And when I say that, we have leveled up. For anyone not aware already, Bear Maximum have teamed up with Phoenix Auctions, we've teamed up with Redstars Comics, and we have formed an alliance to become the Collector Cartel. It's very exciting for us to give us the opportunity to kind of reach a lot more people. We've got services now on top of the Bearmax services such as CGC grading, JSA authentication, signature captures, safe trades, original art commissions. Now we can move that much further forward. We've got the auction house, which has comic book auctions. This month is absolutely ridiculous. Huge keys, blue chip, first appearances. There's a Fantastic Four 1, Daredevil 1, ASM 129, First Punisher, huge books, and they're all of that sort of caliber. So I would definitely go and check that out. They also do original art auctions as well, so comic book based, and then we've got Redstars with their comic book pulls. We've got exclusives, hard to find variants. They do their own cards, graded cards, and slab books as well. So that's the place to be buying stuff from. Really excited about this opportunity and the stuff we're doing together as well. We're releasing our own exclusives. So for James Tynion, the author of Something to Kill the Children, the biggest indie series in the last 10-15 years, his new series, Exquisite Corpses, we have our own cover by Alessandro Michelli, which I'll hopefully put here, which is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely love that. It's only 500 copies. We've got foil and we've got standard virgin covers. We can upgrade that to CGC as well if that's something you're interested in. So I'll put the link for that down here. And our latest exclusive is Post Malone, multi-award winning artist. He's dipping his toe into comic books with his Big Rig #1. For anyone who saw that on Free Comic Book Day, the first issue was brilliant, really good fun, and looking forward to that. And this is our cover for that. It's by our artist to icon, the Collector Cartel's artist to icon. We're pushing this guy forward because we really believe in it. It's Bugra Batuhan Bera. I will put his socials below. And this cover's incredible, and we're only having 500 copies of this. It's the only UK exclusive, which we're doing in partnership with bricks and mortar store Travelling Man. They're an amazing shop with stores in Leeds, Newcastle, Manchester, and York. There you go. Yeah, so they've just been nominated for an Eisner for best comic book shop, so hopefully give you some sort of testament to how good they are. Yeah, we'll be offering membership as well, so exclusive like discounts that we'll be able to give you across all of the services we do, but also first look at stuff. When we get an exclusive, you guys will see that first. When we've got releases of limited edition prints, you'll get access to that first. You'll get welcome gifts, and also for some of the tiers, you will get a coin that looks just, I don't know if you can, there you go, like that, and it's heavy. It feels like a £2 coin. And I've been reliably informed that this is the same weight and spec as the John Wick coin, so there you go. Just one thing I wanted to show you, I can't remember if I did in the last video, but we were at MCM Comic Con getting signatures, but also some artwork, so I wanted to show these off. These were from Sean Gordon Murphy. These are 3 to 5 minute sketches. Yep, absolutely ridiculous talent, being able to do that in 3 to 5 minutes. That's Etrigon the Demon, DC character, which is so nice. And this is followed up with everyone's favourite Autobot, I think. Mine anyway, Optimus Prime, which he did there, was great. And Sean and the guy Jake who was helping him out, both super nice guys. So if you get a chance to go and see them at a convention, we recommend it. And if you can, we'll try and sort that out for you. Okay, straight on to the books then. Let's go. So this is the second printing of Batman 608. So this is the beginning of the original Hush storyline. Super nice. Lovely iconic Jim Lee cover, I'd go as far to say, in the great grade of 9.4. So Hush 2 is just currently out at the moment, and Liam at Redstars has got an exclusive for that as well, which is absolutely brilliant. It's hopefully here. And another Alessandro Michelli cover, which is brilliant. This is a book I am super jealous of, NYX3. And this is the first X23, first Laura Kinney, Wolverine. And there you go, yeah, it's great. Joshua Middleton cover. Absolutely brilliant, and a fantastic grade for that, 9.6, which is superb. Talking of first appearances, if you've been watching the latest Daredevil series, this is the Daredevil 11's first appearance at Muse in a 9.6. That's a great grade again. The first cover swipe of ASM 300 was ASM 301. So the iconic Venom cover, Black Suit cover that we have, first full Venom as it's credited. This was the follow-up issue as well, so that's nice, and that's in a 7.0. Unfortunately, there's a few breaks of colour in the spine on that one, which has pulled that one down. This is superb. Little Mermaid #1, not through Marvel, through Dark Horse. You know, it is what it is. This is another great one. If you see any of these in our other videos, this is for one of my customers who's collecting these for his daughter, and each one is for them, and they're all doing great, so I can display those, which is fantastic. This is an Atlantic Attacks crossover in Punisher Annual 2. This sadly isn't like the highest grade, and I'll try and show you. There's a bit of a bend in the spine here, and a few spine ticks which will have brought it down, unfortunately. But still, super cool. Punisher versus Moon Knight, very nice indeed. We've got here Amazing Spider-Man 355. Just want to show you that, yeah, again, the grade isn't as high as we would have liked, and I just want to show you the main reason why. So there's a large colour breaking crease here, and unfortunately that's the reason that's pulled that one down. But yeah, super cool book all the same. And what if the Punisher had killed Spider-Man? Can you imagine? Imagine. You don't have to imagine anymore because it's in here. Yeah, again, the grade's a little bit lower than we would have liked, and there's a stain across here. I think you can probably see. I think that's the big pull down, and some breaks in colour up the spine as well, unfortunately. But still, very cool and looks great on display. This is a super nice cover. It's Mateus Manahini, Amazing Spider-Man 65. Lovely cover in a 9.8. Superb. Biggest book of 2024, at least from Marvel. Ultimate Spider-Man #1. It's very cool, with the 2099 variant by Marco Cicchetto. And we've got the Black Suit cover to accompany that as well, which is superb. Again, grade to match it as well, which makes that extra nice. So this is a Venom 26 by A.D. Granoff. Fantastic artist if you're not aware of his work, but it's instantly recognisable, certainly in my opinion. We've got the signature here, which has been verified by the gold and black label at the top there. Unfortunately, the grade isn't quite as high as we would have liked. I'll just try and show you why. If you can see, there's a big bash there at the bottom, and that will certainly have had an impact on that one. But regardless, that looks stunning in a slab and great for displaying. Mike Mayhew here, Ultimate Fallout 4 facsimile. This was the Jurovich. I always struggle with that one. And it doesn't help me on the cover either. First Miles Morales facsimile. Mike Mayhew signature just there. And that's in a lovely 9.6, which is great. Another facsimile we've got here is Edge of Spider-Verse #2. That's the first Gwen Stacy. It's Spider-Gwen / Spider-Woman. Very cool signature here. Really shiny, almost like a foil pen, which is super cool there. It fits very well with the cover, and a great 9.6 grade. More Mayhew, here we go, a bit more of a standard signature on this one. Laura Kinney, X-Men 10, 9.8 on that one. Again, one I'm super happy about, because it's mine, and a bit of a story to go with this one as well. So, I bought this book raw off eBay a few years ago. I sent it to John at Comic Press, and then I facilitated sending it to CBCS actually, and it came back with a 9.0, which I thought was harsh, because it's a very, apart from like one tick, this is a very nice looking book. So I decided I would take the chance and resend it to CGC, see if you know, what the difference might be. Hopefully the main thing would be they would authenticate the signatures, which they have done, but I've got a massive grade bump here from 9 to a 9.6, and I guess it shows the grading qualities of different providers and how they may judge certain defects, but that is definitely going to look much nicer in my collection. Firefly number 1, this is a Jock cover with the Jock signature, which again has been verified here. Lovely. It's a really cool cover. Unfortunately, there's a few spine ticks in there to bring that one down, but yeah, it's super cool. We sent some books off to the Chris Claremont in-house signing recently. I'm just going to show a few of those off right now. So we have the X-Men 101, that's a Dave Cockrum, very iconic cover, which has come here, 6.5. You can see the Claremont signature across there, and it doesn't stop. We've got another. So you know I like this cover already, so that's great. The signature is just here, and the grade here is an 8.0. So great story on this one as well. This was originally a 7.0, already graded, and it had been cleaned and pressed before, but this went down to John at Comic Press, worked his magic as he's done plenty of times before to give other books grade bumps, and it's gone up a whole grade here to 8, and it's got the Chris Claremont signature on there, which is fantastic. And again, this is my book. I get to show these off every now and again. This is one I won on eBay. I got it sent to John at Comic Press. It went to CGC, got an 8.5. I really wanted to have a signature on here from Chris Claremont, and got it sent in again. Managed to retain the 8.5, but now the addition of the yellow label and the signature just there, yeah, which is super. Very happy with that. I've got another one from the signing recently. This is, oh, it's not a first appearance. I thought this was what first one. He says Snickton or something like that. But anyway, yeah, 133 X-Men, and the signature on that's really great. It really pops off the front of there, which is awesome. I don't know if I showed this in the last video, but if I didn't, then if I did, then I'm just going to show it again, but if not, then it needs to be seen. So there we go. So here's X-Men 135 in 9.6, so it's a fantastic grade. That went to John prior to the sign-in, and it's got not only the snicked by Claremont, but it's also got, coming out of the hair, the red signature as well, which is awesome. And that's the first appearance of Senator Robert Kelly. What an arsehole. Oh, sorry about my language. Right, let's move on to... No, let's a little bit of a switcheroo actually, because I want to save them for later. Sorry about the wobbly camera. I've got a new stand. So, there we go. Right, okay. So, first off, lovely, lovely, lovely book. Amazing Spider-Man 194, first Black Cat in an 8.5. Fantastic grade. That is superb. That was that went to John at Comic Press as well, just to let you know. The Raging Cajun, everyone's favourite. This is X-Men 266, first Gambit in a lovely 9.2 grade, which is superb. Followed up with another X-Men 266 in a 9.2. This customer in particular has just started getting into grading. He's feeling his feet, so he hasn't had too much cleaned and pressed, and there's potential, you know, with that you can increase the grade that it's got. Not to say that we can guarantee results, but regardless, the 9.2 is absolutely lovely. We've got Transformers 80, the final of this series from July 91, and that's in a 9. Yeah, in a 9.0. I'm just reading there's a lot of deaths in this one, so very nice stuff. New Mutants 98, needs no introduction. First Deadpool 9.0. Great grade. We've got another Black Cat 194 and a 6.0. Looking at this one, talking about grading and things where things can be improved, you know, you can see quite a few here. I don't know if you can see there's it's kind of like a crease line which could be easily fixed here. There's some bits going on down here as well. But regardless, that's still a lovely cover. If you've never read that book, it's really good. New customer here, receiving Aliens 1 in a 7.5. I think that's a great cover. Creepy AF. They've also got this Predator, obviously a fan of the franchises, in an 8.5, which is really nice. I love that cover. Just check it out. So good. And then this is the last one they put in this one. There's another book coming through soon, which I won't spoil because it's going to be brilliant. But this is Batman 43, iconic McFarlane cover in 9.2. This is a great book, Fantastic 436. That's the first Medusa, first Frightful 4. Brilliant stuff there. Love that. A great grade for a book that age, from 1965. Talking the 60s, Amazing Spider-Man 51 in an 8.5. That's a superb result. That book's best part of 60 years old. Talking of books of this age as well, we've got Amazing Spider-Man 41. That's the first Rhino. Lovely John Romita art on that cover. This is a cool one. First Wendigo. You'll see them again in Hulk 181. But yeah, 6.5 on this one. Great cover. Fantastic stuff. This was cool. I didn't realise this. I read this on the cover before, but this is Iron Man and Submariner number 1. This is in a great grade, sorry, 7.5 there. And this predates Submariner 1 and Iron Man 1. So I didn't realise that until I read it on the label, so that's kind of cool. This is another nice one. Thor God of Thunder number 2. This is a Daniel Acuna cover. I think it's like a 1 in 100 or a 1 in 50. But this is all in that Gore the God Butcher run that was kind of transferred over into the not so great movie, but it's a great run in the books anyway. And that's a 9.8. I love this cover, really cool. That's verified Adam Hughes signature there, kind of golden age meets current age, modern age. Really great. I love that one. So that's a really cool result there. So this signature originally was facilitated by us. So it's May Kalamawi. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. She was in the Moon Knight TV series, and this is her character here. So the signature is there. So this customer decided at a later date, actually, do you know what? I'm gonna get that signed. They're gonna get that graded, and that's come back at 9.8. So great work again from John at Comic Press. This one's super cool. It's like a trade paperback, which I think it's the first time we've had these. No, second time we've had these done. But look at the amount of signatures on that. Absolutely fantastic. It's a lovely cover as well. It's Alex Ross, is it? Yes, it is. Yeah. So we've got John Bogdanoff, Brett Breeden, Stuart Immonen, Dan Jurgens, Alex Ross, and Joe Rubinstein. All autographs there have been authenticated. So I can try and bring it a bit closer so you can see. That's fantastic. But even better than that. What do you mean even better? Well, it is. So we've got Death of Superman here in a similar sort of situation. We've got a 9.8 here, which is brilliant. So authenticated signatures. We've got Dan Jurgens authenticated autograph, and there's also a sketch there. Now CGC don't, JSA don't authenticate the sketch. They just put on here sketch on cover, but that's fantastic. Really nice. It doesn't always go so well with JSA, unfortunately. Anyone looking to submit needs to know that there is a chance that the signature verification won't come off as hoped. And here's one here. This is an unfortunate situation where there's a Stan Lee signature of sorts, whether it's his or not, I cannot verify. And Todd McFarlane here, neither of these were verified, and unfortunately it gets graded all the same. And they said they're not authentic there, which is unfortunate. So it doesn't always work out. We do win a lot more than we don't, but I just need to make you aware that if you're thinking about getting that done, then you know about potential pitfalls. Okay, cool. So House of Mystery here, 236, 1975 and an 8.0. That is a magic grade. Fantastic stuff. House of Secrets, number 81. It's a significant first appearance of Abel. The origin of House of Secrets, no, not necessarily for me, but it's still very cool all the same. Excuse me. Great grade. We've got Silver Surfer, number 3, first Mephisto in a 4.0, which is very nice. It's a lovely cover. I really do like that one. Just check who it was. John Buscema. Lovely. Same customer, different grade. There we go. We've got a 5 on that one, which is lovely. Okay, so we've got ASM 48 in a 6.5. That's the first Blackie Drago. Very nice condition for a book from 1967. Avengers 87. This is the origin of T'Challa. That's very nice in a 7.5, which is brilliant. This is super cool. Daredevil number 8. Yep, number 8 from 1965. The first Stiltman, original Stiltman in there. I think that's a great result. 9.2. Great result. I know the customer. I'm going to speak to him shortly, actually, and I'm sure he'll be very happy about that one. We get all sorts of random stuff in here. This Weird War Tales number 1. I don't know much about this at all, but it's Joe Kubert. Done everything on this book, so that's really cool. Some Golden Age stuff here, which I think are pretty awesome. So we've got Buck Rogers number 5 from 1943, and just to give you an update on this, it's off-white to white pages. How crazy is that? That book is so old, and 80 years old, and it's still got white pages. Brilliant. I love this cover. Strange Adventures 79 from 1957, so still in that Golden Age. Attack of the Killer Snowman. Yeah, lovely stuff. And this is super cool, from 1942. It's Porky Pig. This is a 4-colour number 16 from Dell Publishing. And that's really cool. Wish the grey was a bit nicer, but you know, take into account how old the book is, but it's still really nice. Okay, so we'll get into the back end of it now. Here we go. We've got Green Lantern number 40, which is the first crossover of the Golden Age Green Lantern and the Silver Age in a 5.0, which is very nice. We've got the first appearance of Guy Gardner here in Green Lantern 159. Guy Gardner? Yes. There we go. That's a great cover. This is awesome. This is Batman 171. That's the first Riddler in the Silver Age. Very cool cover. And the last one from all of these is Batman 155, which is the first Penguin in the Silver Age as well. So there he is, swinging around. Yeah, so another fantastic set of results. We're just sending another batch off today to CGC, which has got some brilliant stuff. I can't wait to show you what's in this, but it's a massive submission, so that's going to have to be a couple of videos. This one's already a bit longer than I planned it to be. Okay, just a reminder, bearmaximum.co.uk. If you want anything at all, info@bearmaximum.co.uk. Get in touch and we'll be there to help you. Like I say, we're now part of Collector Cartel, and if I can't help you, then one of the guys there will definitely be able to. Do go check out Phoenix Auctions for their biggest auction yet. Absolutely superb. Go check out Redsters. He's got so many brilliant books on his page, and he's just been uploading his website and changing it, so it's even better than it already was before. Check out his Whatnot shows every Friday at 4 PM. The Cartel has its own Whatnot, which I will link below, along with Liam's at Redsters. Comicpress.co.uk for your comic book pressing and cleaning needs. If you want to get that done as part of your grading, we can do that all here with us. Or if you just want to get your books cleaned and pressed, you can go straight to John at Comic Press and get them done there. Collectorcartel.co.uk is coming very soon. May even be live once this goes out, because I'm not the best at getting these edited, and I apologise in advance for that. If you want any original art commissions or anything, we can do them through Bear Maximum, and also we've got Alessandro Matelli at Redsters as well. So if you're interested in getting some of those done, they are on Liam's website and also the Bear Maximum site. there'll be loads more cool stuff coming up, probably centered around this little bad boy. But keep your eyes open, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, please like it, help us with the algorithm, and we'll see you again soon. Until next time, bye.